Hi, my name's Amy, and today is the update for my Project Pan. It's not the greatest update because I only wore makeup 7 days in February, and today's the first time I have put on makeup in March. So, a lot of these things are going to be staying in, but I have some changes to make because I plan to do a different project, so there's going to be some changes. We'll get to that at the end. Let's see. We will start with the bronzer. I'm going to keep this in, even though, okay, I wanted to use the bronzer by e.l.f. Oh, why can't I get this open? This is Forever Sunkissed. You won't be able to tell much of a difference. I only used it 6 times. So I have 4 more uses. And I actually really like it, so I'm going to keep it in for those 4 uses. And I'm not thinking I'm going to be getting a whole lot of makeup wearing in this month. I have a lot going on. I'm very stressed with work, so I don't really have the energy or any care to put on makeup. So I'm just going to put it on as much as I feel up to it. I'm not going to force myself. I basically spend my weekends as a couch potato and catnapping a lot on the weekend because my week has been, every week since starting the new job has been a lot of stress. So, sorry for my rambling. Hopefully in April I'll get to start wearing my makeup again because I was having a lot of fun there for a little bit and life gets in the way. Okay, next is the highlighter. Again, I will be keeping this in. It's the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. And I got only 5 uses on it, so I have 5 more to go. I love this highlighter. The YouTube world was correct. Essence has the best highlighter, no matter what kind of texture you have, how old you are. This stuff is amazing. I love it. Wearing it today. Doesn't show any textures. Doesn't make my pores look huge. I'm like, yay, I love you. This will probably be my holy grail now. Next. Oh, yes. I guess I should show the actual container of this. So as you remember, I brought in the New York City or the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Powder, and there's still a lot, but I moved it into this guy. It's still very full because I only used it 4 times. But this thing is so much nicer. Oh, let's get that over there. So it has like a little sifter like the Glossier one. Then I go and make a mess. So I'm gonna, I don't know, I think I'm gonna keep working on this for a few updates. Like, I would like to get this one empty, even though there's a whole bunch left. But if I can get this one empty, we'll see. I might get sick of it before I can empty it. But I would like to get more use out of it, and because it's not doing any bad things to the face. It's actually keeping everything locked in and not looking like a cakey mess. So I'm happy to continue using it. The next one on the list. Okay, so I only used the ColourPop Lippy Pencil 3 times, and one of those times is today. So I do need to get it sharpened though. There's like I barely could put it on. So I'll get it sharpened and I will start doing it a mark on a paper so we can watch it get smaller and smaller, hopefully. Even though I said I want to do only 10 uses on that, I think I'm gonna see how far I can go with it before I'm like over it and ready to move on to a different lippy. Alright, the Tarte Lip Paint in Goals. You won't be able to tell that there's anything different. It's the packaging won't show. But I only used it 3 times and it's so gloopy that I don't want to put it on. So I end up putting something else on. I don't know if I should just keep it in and try to get my 10 uses. Yeah, we'll keep it until I get my 10 uses, then we'll move on. I have so many lip glosses, not pencils, well, yeah, those two. Lip glosses, lipsticks, bullet lipsticks, and what do you call these? The blotted lips and the other, it's like a bullet, but it's a long one from ColourPop. I have tons, 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 tons. So I would like to get through some and see if they're still good or whatever. I'm sorry. I just got off work and I'm like I said, brain. I need to stop making that excuse. Every time I make a video these days, it's right after work and my brain is like not with it. Apparently it's just gonna be me from now. This is my state. Only have like half a brain left. Let's see, what's next on here? All right, I only used the gel pot liner 2 more times. Not much of a difference. I'm still making a hot mess when I try it. I don't know, I might give up on that. I'm gonna do 1 more month, and if I still don't get all 10 uses, I think I'm gonna say I'm not a gel pot liner person, because I enjoy using pencil liner. It's just, I'm not liking the gel pot, but we'll see. We still have not hit pan on my Super Shock Cheek, but there's a big dip, as you can see. I have been going back and forth with just tapping it in like this and then doing it, and then also using the stipple brush from Echo Tools, yeah. But for some reason, still kicking. And this time, well, I only used it 2 more times. So altogether though, since this project started, let me see, where is it? Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We used it. Okay, so we've used, wait, that's the wrong thing. So we've used it 7 times altogether now, and still no pan. Wah. Wah, wah, wah. So that's staying in until we actually hit pan. It didn't get used that much because of the Jaclyn Hill palette. That I didn't even get all of those colors hit either, so might as well show you that now since I'm talking about it. The Rouge Romance, I am going to take it out. I used it, where is it on here? I used it 5 times. The only colors I didn't use, let me do this, was this one and this one. I wanted to hit all of them, but I just didn't get around to using these 2. And after using the others, and I mixed them and all that, I like the palette. It is very pigmented, so you only need an itty bitty bit. And you want to tap that brush off because it's a lot. The first day I used it, I was like, oh no, I look like a clown. Someone help. I was not expecting that. So if you buy it, you're getting a lot of pigment. It'll last you a long time. So we got those out of the way. Okay, we need, did that. Okay, the Bare Minerals eye primer. It's like, it's all over the side, so I can't really tell where it's at, but I can like squeeze the whole thing, and it takes a lot of me working this down to get stuff out, so I think it's almost done. But I'm gonna use it until it's completely out, and it's okay. It's not a bad product. I used that 6 times. Then my Benefit Professional Super Setting Spray. We are right there. This is a really nice setting spray. I don't know if it's doing anything for my makeup, but it's a very nice fine mist. Sometimes I still go in with my favorite setting spray, the Morphe one, but I use this first. The days that I feel like my skin is still feeling dry, I want the Morphe one. And all right, now the last thing, the Huda Rose Quartz. I gotta say, guys, I don't know if I'm a Huda Beauty fan. I've used a couple of palettes now, and I'm not seeing what all the excitement is, like why people feel like they have to get every palette. I jumped on that wagon without even using them, and now I'm kind of like, ooh, why'd I do that? They're not bad shadows, but I don't see anything special about them either. So there's the palette. I did not use it 10 times. I used it 5 times, but I used a lot of shadows to get those uses. The only, wait, was it 2 or 1? There's only 2 shadows I didn't do, and that is this glossy one and then this very dark purple. Oh wait, no, this dark purple. I didn't use those, but I used every shade other than that. And I did test out the glossy one on my hand and then tapped another color on top of it, and it looked nice. So if you're wondering what you would do with that, just try like using it as a base and then putting one of the glitters on top, and it makes it pop. So I do like the palette. It's mainly because it's my colors. I love all sorts of pinks and browns, so that was great. I still am not a fan of her glitters. I have a cat hair on my nose. I'm not a fan of the glitters. I did use a glitter glue when I remembered, and it still falls all over, and I don't know that it's sad to say that like people like ColourPop and who else do I like? There's another drugstore brand that I like, that their shimmers and stuff are so beautiful and you only have to take one swipe. With hers, I had to, like today, I don't know if you can see, but today I'm wearing this guy all over the lid, and he barely was showing up. It would just be like a few, I didn't wear glitter glue, but I had a few sparkles, like glitter specks, but there'd be like blank spots. And then I was like, well, okay, then I'll put this one on top. And that did a little better with like pigment underneath the glitter. But I don't know, like most of them, like all the others, you have to do a couple of swipes and sometimes wet your brush, sometimes put a glitter glue. That kind of just, I don't have time for that, to be honest. I'm like, I want easy, so I don't think I'm going to be buying any more Huda Beauty. I'm going to use the ones I have, but now I know I like the mattes, just not so much the shimmers and the other stuff. So that is everything. Since most of this is staying in, did I decide to bring anything in? Oh yes, I am bringing in a new eye palette, but here's going to be, I'm not going to start it until April, I think. I think it's Lady Mawa, M-A-W-A. She's doing a palette roulette, eyeshadow palette roulette, and she's taking multiple palettes, but doing it by roulette, and trying to get use out of all of her eyeshadow palettes so she can learn what she likes, what she doesn't like, what needs to go. And she has, I forget how many she said she had, but when she said that the number she had, and I was like, oh my god, I have double that. So I'm definitely gonna do her project, and I'm gonna start it in April when I know I have time. So if you haven't seen it, I'll link it down below. She's already done her first update and she's made some changes. I think I'm going to try her first video's way of doing things first and see how it works for me. But I'm excited about that because I think I'll be able to get through a lot more of my eyeshadow palettes quicker than doing this. And like her, I get bored easily with my eye palette. Like I can't use it every day for a month. So I'm not gonna be bringing in eye palettes in here anymore, but I do want to use my eyeshadow singles because I have a lot of those too. So I figured I can do that in here and use the palettes in the other one. That was a long explanation, wasn't it? Sorry. So we are going to bring in, and I'm only bringing in the 2. Yeah, I'm only going to use Well, I want to use all of them. This is Anastasia. Anastasia. How do you say her? Is it Anastasia or Anastasia? Beverly Hills. Got that part down. Since it's March, I'm like, I should be wearing greens. And I love green. So I'm going to make sure I use top right. Okay, yeah, the 2 greens. I want to use these 2 at least 5 times, and it's okay if I use the other 2. I just got these when she had her sale. I was like, oh yeah, let me buy some of those singles, like I needed more. But yeah, I'm excited because I'm like really wanting to do some green looks. So these are not touched, brand new. This one is, let me make sure I get it right. Yeah, this is fresh green and this is emerald. So we'll try to get those 3 times, not 3 times, 5 times. And everything else is staying in. We're going to try to hit the goal of hitting them 10 times. Not hitting them, but using them. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm missing YouTube so much. I haven't been able to watch any. I've watched maybe 3 or 4 videos in a month. And I miss it. And I have you all saved in my watch list, so I will get to you. And if you end up seeing a comment that's like a month-old video, it's me. I still want to give you my comments, and you'll always get a thumbs up. Thank you to the new subscribers. I see you guys joining, and it makes me very happy. I think this is all I've got to say for this project. I was really hoping to give you guys a better update. Hopefully next month will be better. Oh, I forgot one. We're not going yet. We got one more. Now, this doesn't look finished, but it is. Remember I said I was going to keep working on this Luxe lip? Well, I took the stopper out, as you can see. Can you see in there? Unfortunately, no matter how I dip this, like the bottom is too low for this to touch, and I can't scrape the sides because of the way it is. So that's as good as it's gonna get, and I love this. But I will not be buying it until I get through a lot more of my lip oils and lip glosses. So Skinny Dip is done. Yay, another finish. All right, now that was all I have to say. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful month, week, everything. It's starting to pour. It's time to go. What was I saying? Oh yes, thank you for stopping by. Please leave a comment. I'll try to get to the comments as fast as I can. I still have some to respond to. I saw them. Thank you so much for leaving comments. I love it. It makes me so happy. And I hope you're having a good time doing your projects. And I think that's all I got to say. So I'm gonna skedaddle. Bye.